Good morning and welcome to the morning show with Angel and Tina. Super excited to have you all with us. Tina, how are you doing today?
Fabulous. It's pouring down rain here in North Carolina, like pouring. Like, I think we're going to have to ask Noah to build an ark because it has not stopped raining since yesterday. Like, flooding down. It's not just like a drizzle, like no, it's been like pouring down.
Yeah, it's been storming here since I got to Florida. Pretty much the sky has been
You brought the rain.
dark. But I'll tell you what, it's not snow. It's not snow, and I don't have, we don't have to go shovel it.
That's all you care about is like
it is. Yeah, it is kind of nice.
Snowing here in Florida.
Yeah. So Anna Caitie, after actually I lived in Denver for over 35 years, 36 years in my house we just sold our house after living in it for 21 years and moved to Florida last week. And so this morning, Jay and I are like, it's kind of nice here. It's warm. It's not freezing cold. I'm getting people from Colorado. We had a terrible snowstorm, sleet, like ice and sleet. And I missed it. And I'm like,
don't say we because it's not we no more.
It's me.
Oh, right? Well, okay, so
Anna lives here in North Carolina with me. I mean, not with me, but like down the street, with literally.
Me, not with me.
The other side of town.
Like with me, but not like with me. And Katie, I think this might be the first time we've had somebody from this state. Katie, and it's very early for her, poor thing.
Katie, where are you from, Katie?
I'm from Alaska, so I'm South Central Alaska. So outside for me is currently raining and icy. So it's a good day to stay in and, visit with you ladies and have some hot coffee and.
Okay, so what time is it right now? 7?
Yep, 7.
Okay.
Oh. And you guys have only how many hours of daylight in the winter do you guys have in Alaska?
I think right now it gets progressively less as we move forward toward the end of the year. But I think we have maybe like 6 hours of daylight right now, which is not bad, but it gets to the point where it's not actual sunshine or like daylight. The sun just kind of like peaks over the horizon and then goes back down. So it's that little bit of light, dusk, and then it goes night again.
What time of day is it the brightest?
Right now, probably 1 o'clock
in the afternoon. Wow.
I don't know. I've never been to Alaska for one, but I don't know if I could live in Alaska if it's only like 5 or 6 hours of sunshine.
I say that every day.
She didn't say sunshine. She said light.
Yeah, some days there is no sunshine. It's just a little.
I decided years ago I'm solar powered. Like I am fueled by the sun. In too many days of no. Wonder if that was it. I had a terrible headache last night, and I haven't seen sun in like a few days. So I need some sunshine. I think that's what I need. But you know what's happening, sunshine, in Tina's world? Tina's online dating now. She has all sorts of sunshine in her world.
Let me just tell you, for those people who are single and trying, well, see, for me being single, I'm not crying.
You are crying. Look at her. She's like a little flustered.
It's so funny because I've been single for a while, and I tried the dating scene, and when you're busy and working all the time, it is so different to try to date, right? And of course, I haven't met anybody. We'll keep one person out of it, but haven't met anybody, and so I was like, I'm gonna try this online dating thing again, and let me just tell you. It is a full-time job because either you get very seasoned men or men who like to send you photos that you really don't want.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And let me just tell you, They're not cute.
Who is the girl? I want to know who is the girl
That likes those photos.
we want these. Yeah, like who is the girl that started that rumor? Because
Yeah, because
don't
I
know
have talked to many of single friends, and they're like, no, nobody wants that. And I'm like, so why is that the first picture that they send you?
I need to know that too. Who is this girl?
Yeah. And then so a guy asked me, he's like, do you look like that type of girl? I'm like, I don't know. These are the 4 pictures I have up there. I have like 2 like professional business shots. I have a really cute selfie of my fun side. And then I have a cute picture of me wearing a Chanel scarf. So they know that I'm a little bit high maintenance. And I'm like, none of those pictures say Tina's a whore.
You got to put your high maintenance out there front, right?
I have to, because otherwise they'll think that,
Well, maybe that's what they're thinking too. I just got to put it all out there so that, we get that out of the way. So it's either a yay or a nay.
And all of them are a nay.
But somebody's saying yay.
Are they a
know
nay?
who that is.
Are they a nay because they sent it to you, or are they a nay because of you're like, nah, I don't want that one?
Oh, next.
No, it's a complete nay just because of the photo.
Okay.
But on another note, let me just tell you, I never knew there were so different varieties of these things. I'm like, what is it? I wonder.
I knew I needed to get a fresh cup of coffee for you this morning, Tina. I knew you were gonna just it was just gonna go.
It is very hard, but if you're a single girl out there and you're entrepreneur and you don't mind having, oh look, I got an emergency alert. And you don't mind having somebody like me.
It's the same one, by the way.
They're like, there's an emergency alert, but we're talking about boys here. So
we're talking boys talk. So listen, ladies, if you have a husband who, kind of gets on your nerves because he don't put the toilet seat down, or, puts his hand down his pants while you guys are watching TV, I would say stick with him, because there's not a lot of good ones out here.
Oh, because the pickings are slim, huh?
The pickings are slim, let me tell you.
Oh.
So yeah.
Well, I've been married for a lot of years. And
hi, Mr.
So
Eye Candy.
I know, I call him Mr. Eye Candy. We were looking at these pictures of us from 3 years ago going, we were so fit.
What were you guys doing 3 years ago that you're not doing now?
Exercising more.
Well, you're on the Peloton all the time.
I was on the Peloton all the time. I'll tell you what though, stop. That's it takes forever to get there, and nothing to get all squishy again. That's just wrong. My son though, although I'll tell you what, we just moved, and so we spent 3 days boxing and packing and moving boxes and all that. Seriously, Jay, his bicep is bigger. I'm 3 days of working out, and as a boy, he's already got muscles. Yes, 3 days.
We might have to take your virtual background off and have Jay do a little cameo. He hasn't done a cameo in a while.
He hasn't, because when he comes in the virtual background, it kind of blocks, it's all wonky and stuff. So yeah, I do have a Peloton. My goal was to do my 500 miles by my 50th birthday this summer, and I did. But then it's just kind of once or twice.
Put your house on the market and pack your whole house up and sell everything that you own and move to Florida.
I have been a little occupied, but I did bring the Peloton with me. I brought my Peloton. We are in temporary housing until we move into our new house, but I have my Peloton with me, and I've used it 3 times already, and we've only been here a week. So
hey, that's great.
Look at that. Look at that.
I'm all proud of myself. I'm all proud of myself.
You're just hard on yourself because you're a little out of your own routine. You'll get there again.
So
So
yesterday,
Caitie, are you married?
No, I've never been married, and I am single, recently single. I am I'm an alcoholic in recovery, and so unfortunately the relationship that I was in, you get to a point where you kind of go separate directions when one person is in recovery and the other one's not. So that's kind of unfortunate, but I I haven't done the online dating thing, but I decided when I do date again, that's the direction I plan to go. Although Tina's not really selling me on it right now with this whole,
now hopefully,
I'm afraid of the pictures.
hopefully by next year, summertime, I can say, you know what? I met this great guy and we're getting married and I met him on Match. But right now, I just
not looking good. Not looking good.
Although yesterday I posted on social media, what is one thing that I can be remembered as? What's one thing that, a memory that you can remember? And everybody was like, oh, you have $1 million smile and your smile lit up the room. And I was like, well, I might as well use my smile to my advantage.
Did you have braces?
Never had braces.
That's natural?
This is natural. Although other things I was gonna say other things on my body are not natural.
Like that's the only thing.
But everything else is natural. Just nails and hair and stuff like that are not natural. But
Did you ever have braces? Did you ever have braces, Anna?
I did.
Yeah. How about
Yeah,
you,
when I
Katie?
was young.
Not me. I wanted them back when they were cool, and I went to the dentist and I said, I really want braces, like with the blue
so you can put
stitching.
different colors. Yeah.
Yeah, and because I have this tooth that's sideways, and he goes, nope, that gives you personality. And I'm like, please, I want to be cool. And
You
that
know
was
what,
just
Katie? I thought the same thing. Like in 6th or 7th grade, everybody had braces, and I went, "Ugh, I want braces." And my mom's like, "You do not need braces. You have the whitest, straightest teeth." I'm like, "No, they're ugly. Look, they're not straight."
And I don't ever remember braces feeling cool. Do you remember braces feeling cool?
Maybe it was where
Absolutely
I
not.
lived. Maybe it's where I lived. But it was also 6th or 7th grade, so like nobody was like kissing in 6th and 7th grade. But then in 8th or 9th, 10th grade, and people had braces, they were like, I don't like them.
right. I know.
But
Anything that wasn't me is what I wanted to be back then.
that was me. I had really curly hair, and it was really curly and frizzy and all that kind of stuff, and I hated it. So now I always flat iron it out all the time, but I hated my curly hair in high school, and everybody had all this nice straight hair and this. And I'm just like, ugh. And everybody's like, "Oh, I would die to have your curly hair." I'm like, "Oh, I hated it.
So I have a girlfriend who did the online dating, and she actually met a gentleman at the bar, like they were meeting for dinner or drinks or whatever. And the person who showed up, like, didn't look anything like his picture. So she didn't recognize him. Like, he's like, trying to sit with her or whatever. And she's like, no, sorry, I'm waiting for somebody. And he's like, no, this is me. And she's like, no, this is not you. And like, she held up the picture.
Not you.
This is nothing. And she left. I was like, wow. Like, it's like, like
cool.
From the very beginning. She's like, no.
And that's
so
the thing.
Anna, have you ever done the online dating?
I'm not at that point where I'm like going out there and dating. It's just at that point where you're talking and it's already getting overwhelming. But the whole getting out there and dating thing, I think that's going to take it to a whole new level. Because let me tell you, I haven't been dating in 25 years and it's completely different. Completely different.
Okay, how about you, Anna? Ever done the online dating thing?
I'm going to plead the fifth. I've met a very nice guy sitting at a very nice wine bar, and
And where
What
did you
brought
meet
us there?
where did you meet
Nobody
Seth?
needs
Because maybe I need to go to this wine bar.
the
So-
means in
so
which got me there.
you've just got to, I think, it's probably really hard to be dating when you never leave your house,
That is true.
right? Like, I think, you can't meet people. You already know everybody here. So the whole idea, and so if you aren't going out and nobody is, how do you meet new, like, I know how you, like, because we network for business,
Yeah.
and there it's kind of by design. Hey, let's meet, let's get together, let's attend this event together. Like,
You
there's
meet people and they end up being married. So
yeah, there's a lot of that. It's easy to hide, like to have like a life when everything's all just online.
right. So that is why Tina
Interesting.
Torres is still single in the year 2020, because we are all quarantined and there's nothing else you could do.
Hey, you know what? Look at the positive. At least you're not with somebody in quarantine, because I know for some people that's the worst right now.
That is true. In fact, that's what Angel and I were talking about earlier, is people like splitting and divorcing and like right now, because they are spending too much time together.
Absolutely. I'm one of them. It was late July that me and my boyfriend broke up. So yeah, it just got to be like unsustainable.
See, silver lining, Tina, silver lining. You could be, and I know there are people that, yeah, they're like, you're stuck together. And these times I think they're making us just a little crazy. We know, and so I'm in a different season of our marriage, right? Our kids are now, adults, and I know a lot of couples who, I know, oh, my daughters and my son. Yeah, my daughter doesn't want me to call them the kids. She's 27 and she's like, stop calling me kid. To stop telling people that we're kids, right? Because I'm like, oh, we're with the kids. And she's like, we're not kids.
We're not kids.
Like, what do I call you? I don't know yet, but don't call me a kid. So my daughters and my son are adults. And I know a lot of couples went at this phase of their relationship, they go and they get their new house and their new, like, they're living a different life. But then within a few years, they're divorced because whatever. Yeah. And so I was freaking out because I thought, this is exactly what we're doing. We're moved out of the house that we raised the kids in, starting this whole new life. I don't remember who was it that just told us they were getting a divorce, but it's just, it happens. Like, they're super happy. They're like, buying sailboats and, right, all this fun stuff, right? Living the next season of their life. And then next thing you know, they are divorced and they were so happy.
Right.
So now
it's that empty nesting syndrome where, you go from having kids at the house and running your house and, taking care of the kids, and kids kind of come first. And then you get into that empty nesting syndrome. And you're like, oh, who are you? Oh, that's what you do all the time.
Right, Caitie, you're seeing him every day. You're like, do you do this every day?
Do you
right.
Stop doing that?
Absolutely.
Okay, Angel, I got a question for you. Jay, you got to listen. What is one thing that Jay does that you cannot stand? Like, does he eat does he eat loud? Does he drink, like, slurp his soup? Does he, like, what is up? Does it keep the toilet seat up? Like, one thing that's a stupid thing that you're like, can you not?
He has, like, those floss pickers, those like little floss picker things.
He does it all the time.
When in bed at night, like, we're in bed and he's like flossing his
okay
teeth.
So Angel,
he's like,
Angel, think about the silver lining. He's making sure his teeth are nice and clean. Yeah. And in case you want to,
I can live with it. I can live with it.
He has food in his teeth and he's just taking care of his teeth.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I can live with it. But yeah, it's like right here.
He's like,
but wait, does he leave them on the bedside table for you to clean up? I want to know. No. Okay, well then he's in the clear.
It's just like
approved.
Okay, Anna, what about you? What is one thing that Pierre does that you're like, can you not?
It's still new. He doesn't bother me yet.
Do you guys still get up before one another and go brush your teeth and get back in bed to make sure that this is how my breath smells all the time?
No, I mean, like, yeah, I mean, he's seen me with messy hair and, all that, and that's fine. And, I tease with him and, tease with his messy hair also, because he knows he's bald. So yeah, he's good. I don't have any complaints right now. Yeah. I'm sure that something will come up.
I remember there was just so much, because I was so OCD about cleaning my house, and so every time any and I was the only girl, had 3 boys and a husband, and they would always leave a stupid toilet seat up, and I'd go, close the toilet seat, and I would start getting so loud. They're like, Mom, there's 4 guys and 1 girl. Maybe you should lift the toilet seat up.
Well, how about having separate bathrooms?
That's what I ended up doing. I just like, listen, this is my bathroom. Don't come in here. That's your guys' bathroom. I won't go in there.
What's your pet peeve, Caitie? What's the thing?
Oh, like making yourself a sandwich and leaving the stuff out. Like the cutting board and the loaf of bread open. It's like you can't. I don't know, leaving a trail of like what you've done and what you've eaten.
Breadcrumbs all the way.
Yeah. Oh, it just drives me batty. So yeah, like not cleaning up after yourself for sure is one that just drives me bonkers.
That's so funny.
Yeah. But then, I know I'm like fussy to live with too. So yeah, it's like,
okay,
we just have to live with it.
Jay, come over here and tell us what's one thing that you don't like about Angel. What does she do that you don't like? He's like, there's nothing. She's perfect.
She's just perfect. She's perfect.
She's an angel.
My friend, she's kind of crass, but she's like, you just, I don't know, how can I say it? You just feed them and love them, right? Like that's it. Like just that.
But
That's that.
Is there another F word in there instead of feed?
If you do alliteration, maybe, right? But she's like that just makes him happy, right? And I came home and I told Jay that, and he was appalled. He's like, Angel, it's not true. And he's like kind of like adamant, like we're not that simple, right? Like he's like, that's just not true.
What else do they need?
He came back later and he's like, you don't have to feed me. I make my own sandwich.
But the first thing, that's what I'm gonna need.
Okay, well, let's get to know our guest just a little bit more formally. We've got Caitie with us. She was an alcoholic mom on food stamps who got fired from her job in 2018. And deciding enough was enough. She found rehab, relapse, and finally recovery. And she was convinced she was meant for more. And I love that. Now she's a single mom with 3 jobs. She's still grown to the top 3% in her company, qualified for an all expense paid trip, proud of the mom she has become. She believes that we are all worthy of anything we set our minds to. She loves getting to help women to find that thing within themselves. Caitie, what a story of transformation.
3 R's. Recovery. What was it? Recovery, relapse?
Rehab, relapse, and recovery.
I love that.
We like the alliterations here.
What's that? Sorry, I didn't hear.
What was the shift, right? The turning point. What was your like line in the sand? You're like, I'm going forward. I'm not going back.
When I went to rehab, when you call your mom, who's been telling you probably have a problem for some time, but you're in denial, when you call her and you say, I need help, that was the moment where I was like, it's gonna happen. It has to happen. There's no going back to the old Caitie now. And so she took me to the hospital, and I was taken to the facility from there. And after I got out, while I was in there, I was adamant, never going back, never going back. So once I got out, though, I went back to my old ways, and it just didn't feel, of course, it didn't feel right before, but it really felt against what I just had decided for my life, like, because I had made that choice. So when I relapsed, I was like, this is not going to work. And so on July 4th was the last night that I drank. And then I just made it kind of my mission to be more like verbal about it, like share with people the struggles and hold myself accountable. And with that, nothing but good has come into my life. And so I just keep putting one foot in front of the other, one foot in front of the other. And it has brought me to a place in my life where I have success in my business. I'm proud of the mom I am. I have people reaching out to me, needing a little bit of help. And it just brings me so much joy. And going from no purpose to this amazing purpose as just a normal, person, I feel, has just been like, I know there's more people out there that I have to find and share that they're equally as capable of living a really, really fulfilling life. So
kudos to you.
I met Caitie through another network marketing leader in the industry, and she too is a in recovery, and she said that that's what she attracts, is everybody who is in recovery, because if you can do it, I can do it. And you have the same story and you understand.
And that's the truth. I saw her on stage last year at an event called Rank Makers Live, and I said, I need to be near this woman. I don't know who she is. I've never heard of her before. I need to be near her. And I was in recovery then, but with a different company. And once I kind of glommed onto her, and I just felt that passion, and so she has helped me achieve the top 3% in our company. It's incredible.
So no matter what your story is, even if it's, like something severe like that, drug or alcohol abuse or anything like that, you just know that there's other people out there who are watching you, who are taking your lead and saying, if she can do it, I can do it. So, and this person, she is not afraid to tell her story at all. And she tells you like it is. And she's like, and I don't care, because I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to the person who is in recovery.
Absolutely. And it's not only people in recovery or that want to be in recovery. There are so many people. Most people that I know are just living a ho-hum, humdrum. I'm just a mom. I'm just this. I'm just that. I don't do things like that. They're living way down here. And that's why I like to say, I like to help people go from food stamps to financial freedom, because that's the journey I'm on. And I've already proven to be successful at it just by showing up.
Yeah.
So.
Well, you're getting a lot of praise here on Facebook. They're saying, praise God for your recovery and keep on going, and that you inspire so many. So keep on inspiring so many, Caitie, like you are continuing to doing. And your children are seeing that as well. You have kids too, right?
I have one. Yep. And her name is Scout, and she is the light of my life. And it's funny that somebody said praise God, because before I hit that bottom where I was like, I'm done, I had been praying to God to take that desire to drink away from me, because I knew I couldn't do it on my own. And I was begging every morning when I would wake up hungover and feeling like just wretched. I'd say, I know you can't fix me, but just take away the desire to drink and I'll be okay. I know I'm meant for greatness. And when I got fired from my job, I was like, this has to be it. Please take it now. I don't know. I have nothing else I can lose. I can't lose my daughter, and literally the next morning I woke up and I was like, it's gone. It's gone.
Wow. Yeah. You're getting a lot of people on here that saying congratulations. Great job.
Wow.
Thank you so much, everyone.
Gosh.
Wow. Yes, definitely.
And now look at you telling your story. And I think there's power. There's real power when we tell our story, because the enemy wants us to live in shame and, and keep that a secret and have us be embarrassed by it. But when you tell your story and you release it and you realize there's more people that I can touch and reach and are impacted, and there's no reason to be ashamed or embarrassed. But that's definitely where the enemy wants us. So Caitie, you've just removed those shackles. And I think I'm sure there's somebody out there that you have touched today that says, I'm going to share my story too. And I'm going to be loud and proud, because that's going to get me to the other side.
Thank you. Sobriety is my superpower. If you just embrace it, and use it for good, you're unstoppable.
And that's good that you understood the fact that you had to because I had to do the same thing about 2 years ago, kind of remove toxic people from your life. And in June or July, whenever it was, when you had a split, you have to remove those people who are not on the same journey as you. That's going to bring you down instead of lift you up. I can't be on this journey if you're not on this journey with me. And so that's good. And you'll find, like, I'm preaching to the choir, you'll find somebody.
You'll be on Match.com soon, and
I'll see you there, girl.
Find all the stuff that I have found.
Well, my daughter's 13, and I got to the point where I was like, I can't condone this type of behavior and tell her she can't follow in those same footsteps. So it was, you get to a fork in the road,
and she's old enough now to see my mom completely changed her life, and she did it because I was the most important thing.
The day we moved out, we were laying in bed together because she still likes to sleep in my bed. She said, Mom, what's the hardest thing you've ever done besides having me? And I said, today was pretty hard. And she goes, I don't think I could ever do what you did today. And so she knows how hard it was.
She sees the strength that you have.
She's very proud of me. I think she's partially still worried I'm going to drink, honestly, but not today.
Not today, right? That's it. Just not today.
I like that, Caitie, that you said that, not today, because it is you just take one day at a time. And
absolutely.
And sometimes it's 1 minute at a time, but not today.
Not today.
That's right. It's going to be a good day.
Right? We're starting with a bright start to our day, and you know that you've got online dating in your future. So
if you choose an online dating, just ask Tina Torres. She can help you.
All right. Well, let's get to know Anna a little bit better as well, a little bit more formally. We're getting
I think we know her a little bit too much right now.
Right? Positive, professional, and full of personality. She's been an interior designer specializing in bringing beauty and positive vibes into people's homes for nearly 20 years. Her mission at Great Design for You is to bring beauty, inspiration, and positive energy into your home so you can live an abundant, beautiful life. And Anna, right now, I think people are looking at their homes going, I could use a little more abundance and beauty in here.
Yeah, especially right now.
Is your phone ringing off the hook? Because that's it. This is it. It's my home. It's my office. It's my dating scene. It's my
my vacation.
Okay, so Anna, maybe that's what I need you to come do is hook up my dating scene.
Yes, you need a pretty backdrop, and it will attract the right amount of people.
Well, funny thing is, Anna and I met online about a year ago, or maybe it was less. And I gave her a journal, one of my gratitude journals, and a couple months ago she redid her headshot. She did a photo shoot, And all of a sudden she sends me all these photos. She goes, do you like my props? And she actually had my gratitude journal in all her props. Like she was writing. I was like, oh, look at that. I was like, that's so nice because she is the positive interior designer.
Well, look,
Gratitude journals are where it's at, for sure.
Yeah.
Everyone needs a gratitude journal.
absolutely. Yeah, I mean, you need to have a home that it's the last thing you see at night, the first thing you see in the morning. So if it feels like your happy place, it sets the stage. So yeah, why not have a beautiful home? And everybody's stuck at home right now, so make it your haven.
So Anna, is everybody that you know decorating for Christmas earlier this year?
Only you. Just
Really? I'm seeing everybody like, it's 2020. I'm gonna go ahead and decorate. I'm like, oh yes, go.
Yeah.
there
Tina,
are a
when did
lot
you-
of people.
when did you put up your Christmas tree, Tina? Like it was October, like
I think
middle
it
of
was
October.
a week. It was a week before. It was a month ago. It was like a week before Thanksgiving. Or what month are we in? Oh, it was a week before Halloween.
Yeah, it was before Halloween. She decorated. And I called her. We don't normally chat over the weekend because we try and, have our boundaries and not work on the weekends. But I did call her the other weekend. I'm like, what are you doing? She was watching Christmas movies on TV.
I was like, I'm watching the Hallmark channel, and she goes, what? I was like, I'm watching Christmas movies.
She's watching Christmas movies. She's listening to Christmas music. She's decorating.
Christmas is like my favorite time of year, and I love to decorate. And I was like, I have a pink and white Christmas tree. I'm gonna decorate it and put it up. And then my roommate was like, well, we need a Christmas tree downstairs. So I just decorated that one downstairs last weekend while she was gone. She came home. She's
Okay,
like,
so Anna, when do you decorate for the holidays?
Okay, so I was on The Morning Break. It's a local TV show here in Charlotte a couple of years ago, and the anchor asked me that same question. He's like, when should you start to decorate? And I said, not until after Labor Day. And then he about choked on his coffee, and I said, whoa. Not decorate for Christmas, but decorate for the holidays. So I start to put out the fall decorations, and then I might add a little bit of Halloween to it, and then I pull it back, and then it's a little bit more thankful, Thanksgiving, and then I start pulling back on that, and then the day after Thanksgiving, bam!
it is Christmas. See, that is my normal thing. Around, the first week in September, all my fall stuff comes out, and then around the last week of September, first week of October, my Halloween stuff comes out, and then I have my Thanksgiving stuff. But the week of Thanksgiving, because I was always off Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then Friday, I was going for 2 weeks. So that week, I would make sure that everything was up. I had 5 Christmas trees, so it took me a while, and I have a whole Dickens village, and it's just crazy. So I had to start early, but everybody loved to come to my house and say, can I just walk through your house? Or can I bring so-and-so, their little daughter, and their little daughter goes, my mommy said I have to put my hands behind my back and I can't touch nothing. And they would come in, and she goes, oh, what is that? Looking at the village, because it had so many different things on it. So I used to be like that. And now that I have a roommate and everything's in storage, and then it being 2020, I was like, I need a little Christmas joy.
You needed a little comfort. I think the holidays, right? Like for you, it was like something joyful and some comfort. Like Anna is talking about your home. Your home is your haven, and so that puts you in your happy place. And
it brings happiness.
A lot of people already decorating, like the week of Halloween.
Caitie, do you have any holiday decorations up yet?
Not yet, but now that we're talking about this, I think it's true that everyone's decorating earlier because I feel the need. Yeah. Normally, I wait until the week before Christmas, and I'm like, we don't even have our nativity scene up. We gotta get in gear. But now here we are. What is it, like November 12th? And I'm like, I gotta locate, because I just moved, right? And I'm like, I gotta locate my Christmas ornaments, and I need to start I need to start. And so I think it's definitely happening a lot earlier because of 2020. And if we're at home, it's great to be able to enjoy it.
Right.
I love the holidays. I love the smells of the candles. I love the twinkle lights. I want it all.
Yeah.
And so I think after this live, because it's so early here, it's not even 8 yet. After this live,
By
I'm
10
going to go
o'clock,
down.
I'm gonna be completely decorated.
Yeah, yeah. I want to see pictures. I want to see pictures of what you start with. You're like, okay, I was on the morning show. Now I'm inspired.
Right?
So Anna, what are some things that, this year that maybe, I don't know, like something we should try different or new, or what are you
Well,
recommending?
I love a formal meal in my pajamas. So like if you're not leaving, it's so much fun. Put out the good china. Put out the stuff that you don't put out normally. You're probably going to have more of an intimate seating. You're probably not going to invite grandma and grandpa and aunts and uncles and cousins and the whole group. So for your small space, put a nice formal table together. Take some old ornaments, maybe some ornaments from the children when they were younger, or something from grandma's tree, and bring it out and put like a little place card settings at everybody's space. Make it feel like you're at a luxury resort, but it's got personality.
Yeah.
And,
I
and then
love
all
that.
dressed up in your matching pajamas and come to your own little haven, like your own little
I like that.
resort.
I like that. I put a post yesterday of, what's your favorite Thanksgiving tradition, and not thinking that, because there's a few and everybody's like stuff in my face and eating. And I'm thinking watching the Macy's Day Parade in the morning, still in your pajamas while you smell the turkey cooking in the background. But this year they're not having the Macy's Day Parade for the first time in over 100 years.
I know, it's so sad. Although, you're talking about, so I think I made a big error now that it's the holidays. So we are in a temporary home.
I said that the other day.
And I took over the dining room. I turned the dining room into my studio. So we don't have I wasn't even thinking holidays and Thanksgiving meals and dinners and I was not thinking I've been like one thing at a time. Like, let's get the house on the market. Let's pack the house. Let's sell the house. Let's get to Florida. Like, it's just been baby step.
Because your mom's
just
house
now,
is where everybody's gonna come for Thanksgiving dinner. Does she have an eat-in kitchen?
well, I mean, she's got a little, but
Like
she's
a little
got a
nook?
dining. Yeah,
Yeah, you're gonna have
a
to
little
pack up, baby girl.
I think
Beep,
so.
beep, back it up.
Beep, beep, back it up. Yeah. Oh, so we were just talking about how many, doing the episodes the week of Thanksgiving. Remember that?
Okay. Because
yes,
we're not gonna do. Oh,
the
it's
day
we're gonna
before
take up.
because Angel's got to pack up the dining room.
Yeah. Well, we already have some
okay.
Wednesday, but yeah. So we're gonna be off Thursday and Friday. So as soon as our show is over, you're gonna have to be like, Jay. Like, literally, they moved and they got there that night on Thursday night. Friday morning at 10 o'clock or at 11 o'clock, she had to be in full gear because she had things going on. And she was like, clear off the table, set everything up. Her mom comes home and goes, what happened to my house?
Yeah, there's cords, there's lighting, there's equipment, right? Yeah, we did nothing else mattered.
Mom goes, I'm gonna go stay at my friend's house.
She did. She stayed at her friend's house. So Anna, I want to hear how people are, like, now you're helping people virtually to help decorate their homes. But before we do, I want to highlight our sponsors of the Angel and Tina.
So stay tuned. Right after this, we will be right back.
Yeah, Macy's might not be having their Macy's Day Parade, but we are still sponsored by our fabulous sponsors, 3 of them. The Bliss by the Lake Boutique is our clothing sponsor. They get new inventory in every single week. So as you're decorating your home and getting ready for the holidays and you're having this transformation and breakthrough, you should have a few new fabulous pieces in your wardrobe too. So check them out at Bliss by the Lake Boutique. Follow them online on social media. They're just dynamite. The Angel and Tina Morning Show is globally syndicated on the Zandra TV network. They are on all the multiple streaming, on all the on-demand streaming platforms. And if you've ever thought about hosting your own TV show, and Anna, I see a TV show in your future. I don't know why, but I just think it would be fun. I mean, those decorating shows are always super fun. Anyways, if you've got a podcast content, you're doing stuff on YouTube, you might want to start your own television show, and you can schedule your own discovery call by going to beonztv.com. That's beonztv.com to start your affordable global marketing experience today. And then Sonic VA. Everybody, every day, somebody is asking us, how do you get it all done? And our secret is we don't. Hire a VA or a team of virtual assistants. And with Sonic VA, when you mention the Angel and Tina Morning Show, they're going to give you a 10% discount off your first 40 hours of virtual assistant service so that you can do what you do best and hire out for all the rest. I'll tell you what, there's nothing better than waking up to a done to-do list because it was done overnight for you. sonicva.com, sonicva.com, and then check out their new video editing service, because video is right where it's all at. We had somebody that said they shoot a 6-minute video, but it takes 6 hours to edit it. Well, Sonic VA is your new video editor. They are also at sonicva.com. Those are our sponsors. These are our fabulous guests, Caitie and Anna, being unscripted, the bright start to your day. We're super grateful for you. Miss Caitie, or actually Miss Anna, let's start with you. Miss Anna, tell us how has interior design shifted now that it's all virtual?
Well, everybody's at home, so they see the problematic areas in their home. So I've shifted my the way I work into a little bit more of a virtual platform. I have what I like to call like a kind of a hybrid approach. So I don't have to come into someone's home too much, but if they're local, I can help them by going in, getting a few measurements so they don't have to, or I can walk you through how to get some measurements and how to get a little bit of information. And then I can give you that same level of service no matter where you live. So I've opened up the variety of my clientele so I can help everybody anywhere.
I love that. She definitely learned how to pivot her business very quickly.
Yeah, the very first appointment that I had, that she said, I think I'm going to have to cancel the appointment because North Carolina just shut down. I said, no, this is what we're going to do. And I delivered a nice big old box of samples that had a little tag that said, don't open until Christmas. I mean, not quite Christmas. And of course they opened it, but I walked through the box with them and we did the presentation just like this. And they were loving their home before the market realized that we were in this, and all the furniture started shutting down.
And that's really, I mean, when you think about, who you want to be working with, are people that are innovating and being creative and shifting their business. They're not just, we've said this before, sitting back, waiting, wondering and worrying, but they're out there making things happen. Right now, there is more money being poured into the economy than ever before because people are figuring stuff out. New businesses are being started. The way we do business has completely shifted. And so those that are, I mean, in spite of the challenges, which there are many, God knows there are many, but despite that, or in spite of that, there's also all this great opportunity. And we get to feature a lot of those entrepreneurs and those go-getters here on the morning show. So it's exciting just to open your mind to okay, we can't do it like that. We can't do it the way we used to, but we can still do something. And Anna, you are a shining example of that. How do people connect with you and reach out to you?
Well, you can just text me your information to 704-305-0139. I am offering a 30-minute complimentary design inspiration appointment. So you can, we'll set up a Zoom call and I can walk through your home with you, give you some pointers and see if I may be a good fit. to help you with those problematic areas.
Like
give
your
that
Zoom
number.
background.
Yes, this was part of, I figured, everybody needs a nice office, but they need a nice background also. So this was part of me trying to live my own sermon. And so I had to get my office in order.
I love it. I love it.
So is that your real office?
This is my office, yes.
This is your office? It's not a Zoom background?
It's not a Zoom background, it's my office. So it's a little messy back there, some samples because I am working on projects, but at least it's somewhat clean.
Somewhat. Clean.
Somewhat.
Yeah, I mean, it's real life, right? And I
Authentic.
think when you see the behind the scenes, it's very different than what we get to show right here in this little box.
I thought you were
Yeah,
working out of Disney. I thought you were at Epcot.
Oh, she wishes she was working out of Disney.
I was like, seriously? I thought that was where you were. Your
Epcot
mom kicked you
there.
out.
If I could, I would.
Right?
I would absolutely. I think I actually have some videos with this in my background that I've done some videos from
Well,
Epcot.
when we were there
with
at
this
Epcot in
background.
February, we took a bunch of videos and pictures like with the Epcot back there.
Yeah, I think that I could. Yeah. Anyways, yeah. So Miss Caitie, what's happening for you? What exciting projects you've got coming up, and how do you want people to connect with you?
So I am in the business of helping women find their beauty and feel beautiful in under 5 minutes. And that is using this simple little compact right here. Basically, if you can do paint by numbers, you can do this in 5 minutes. I actually went live with a friend, a teammate actually, day before yesterday. We did a race to do our makeup, 3 minutes and 42 seconds, including eyes. And yeah, so you can find me.
Hold on.
The
Hold
nice
on.
thing-
She says,
Okay.
hold up.
5 minutes. That whole
3
thing
minutes,
with
42
four
seconds.
products?
It's less than 5 minutes.
Yeah,
Have
it's
you done
paint by
this,
numbers.
It takes me about 10 minutes to put full makeup on, and I do everything.
Well,
Yeah,
I don't do
it's
much.
really great.
because
What's that?
It's too hard. I don't do much because it's too hard.
Right. Well, I've
That's
never been into makeup before, and I was introduced to this by Michelle, the same leader we were referring to earlier, and I feel beautiful. I feel like it helps my features pop, and the majority of my customers are those who never wore makeup before because it was too intimidating, or they've gotten a little bit older, so they notice that liquid and powder settles into their fine lines and wrinkles. And so this is a cream base, and it's just super illuminating, clean ingredients, moisturizing, and affordable. So and the nice thing about the shift that I've made is I don't have to color match in person. I can do it virtually with a well-lit selfie with no makeup on. So isn't that something?
I love that.
And
How do you want people to get a hold of you, Caitie? Because we have
You can find me at
minutes.
I know. On Facebook, you can find me at facebook.com / Caitie Martin, and spelled Caitie, which is different, I know. And then over on Instagram, it's Caitie_Martin. And both platforms have a color match form that you can fill out, attach your photo, and I send you the link to your customized palette. So bing, bang, boom, baby.
Okay, so all right. So this was like makeover.
Okay, so I need a customized palette.
Well, so Tina, I think we missed a really great opportunity here. Like, this is makeover day. Like, we could have a little makeover our background, like our little
over our Zoom background and make over ourselves all
and
in the
makeover.
same.
Yeah, I think we need to have the two of you back in December for makeover day.
Absolutely.
And
For
like
sure.
let's have you walk us through and take us through let's make it all over. Make over what you're looking at and make over what you're looking at, right?
I love it.
I will
yeah,
get you guys,
absolutely.
we'll get another date on the calendar for December. And speaking of our December calendar, you guys better mark your calendars for December 30th because it is our 200th episode of the Angel and Tina Show. And not only that, it is Tina Torres's birthday. So we're gonna have a birthday celebration. And on top of that, I am launching my next book on that day too.
we have a
So
lot to celebrate.
I love it.
We have a lot to celebrate. We will also be inviting back our previous guests who have been on the show. We will again host the ANT Awards. You can nominate your favorite guest for a fun award. It was a huge hit the last time that we did it.
2 hour show, and oh my gosh, these people got some amazing awards. In fact, Anna, what did you get? Did you get an award?
I don't think I did. If I did,
I did. No, but you nominated somebody.
oh, I nominated Manny for best hair.
Best hair. He
That was
got
you?
it.
That was me.
Oh, yeah.
He got the best hair, and he's still using that to this
He's
day.
looking at-
To let you know.
Yeah, he shows off the coif, right? And he
He
reminds
said,
his
this
wife.
is award-winning hair right here.
He tells his wife, yes, that he has the award-winning hair. Yeah, you created a monster, Anna.
Yes, you have created a monster.
Yeah, so December 30th, it will be our last Angel and Tina morning show of 2020. We will be celebrating with the Angel and Tina morning, the ANT Awards. It will be our 200th episode. It is Tina's birthday. And just
I'll
to
be
throw,
21.
because it wasn't enough, we're going to be launching her next book on December 30th. And so December is full of fun and excitement. Every Friday this month, we are bringing in Chef Maribel to take us through a nice little cooking experience to get us ready for our
So
Thanksgiving
she will
dinner.
be here tomorrow showing us side dishes that you can make that are easy and affordable to do. And you might even be able to make them ahead of time.
Oh, the one she did last week. Oh, I mean, it
And
just
that was just a cheese board, and we were
like
like,
a cheese board. And we just wanted to be able to smell it because she was doing the stuff with this nuts and the cinnamon and oh my gosh, we were just.
It was amazing. So make sure you guys come back tomorrow for Chef Maribel, and next Friday too, as we have her back. And then she also has a cooking class where on Thanksgiving Day, she is going to walk you through putting an actual turkey in the oven, like the whole
thing
process.
Yeah, she's just super fun. We are doing some really fun things. We're launching brand new authors, celebrating their books. In fact, yesterday we had Michelle Faust brought on her authors for Agent Orange, Mariam and her family. The book was a bestseller by the afternoon. It already had hit the bestseller list by the afternoon.
It was a bestseller by 1 o'clock.
Yeah, it was fast. It was super fast. So super excited for them. We are just thrilled to be the bright start to your day. Thanks so much for hanging out with us. If you're looking for more exposure, follow me and get my complimentary media starter kit at makeyourbigimpact.com. That's makeyourbigimpact.com. If you've got news, let's alert the press. Let's create some media, some exposure and visibility for your business, your book, and your brand. Ladies, it's been so much fun having you on the show today. We will have you back for Makeover Day. Tina, close us out, darling.
Close us out. People are asking what time on the 30th. So it's going to be 11 o'clock like normal, I think. And it'll probably be a 2-hour episode because our last one ended up being about 2 hours. And with all the things that we got going on, giving out the awards, we'd like to give everybody like a 30-second little speech that they can do for the ANT Awards. So we're going to do that. I am Tina Torres, your client retention expert, otherwise known as the gratitude specialist. And if you're struggling with attracting the right clients, knowing how to connect to them, or even if you just don't know how to convert them into paying clients, I have a complimentary guide that I hope you grow your audience organically, online and offline, nurture those relationships authentically, and then take those relationships and turn them into paying clients. You can grab your guide if you text the word connection to 26786. That is the word connection to 26786. We are Angel and Tina on the Angel and Tina Morning Show, where we come to you live every weekday morning at 11 a.m. Eastern. We're so grateful to you guys, our audience, our guests, for being our loyal fans. We will see you guys tomorrow. Have a great day, guys.